Hey friends, welcome back. So this is part 2 of my progress so far this year for the 2023 season of Trav's Haunted Yard. Again, like I said, it's Labor Day weekend and it's an annual tradition that I start on a 3-day weekend and get a lot of stuff accomplished and knocked out. Sorry for that part 1 video. It was so hot earlier. We're getting back up in the 80s and 90s, and about 7 minutes through my video, my phone overheated. So yeah, I was just chatting away, walking around, and then I realized I wasn't recording. So I do apologize for that. I am using an older Galaxy phone for my videos right now. I plan on getting a better video phone. But anyway, squirrel. So that's what I've been dealing with. So if some of my videos feel or seem like they were just cut off, that is what is going on. It has been the hottest season, the hottest summer here in the Ville, Louisville. So anyway, if you are new here, thank you so much for visiting my channel. So I garden here in Louisville, Kentucky, Zone 7. And I also do a haunted yard, a haunted walkthrough, haunted house. I try to do the haunted house and walkthrough every other year, and we usually have a party. But the front yard, I've always done that since I've owned my home, and I've owned a home since I was 20 years old. So anyway, I've started from a little small house on my own to a little bit bigger of a house here with a larger yard. But anyway, that's a little background story there. But I've been working on my haunted yard for quite a few years now. Like I was saying in my first part of this video, these are the original cemetery fences that I made using wood boards. You can see how weathered they are, and yes, I'm still using some parts that are broken. I've put a little bit of red-brown paint on here through the years to make it look a little rusty, but I need to come through here and hit it with a little bit more paint. Of course, Halloween and all that is very forgiving. Hopefully I'm not walking too fast for you, making you dizzy. We do live on a busy street here, as you guys can tell from my videos. So yeah, guys, this is the progress so far. I've been up since 9 this morning, taking care of some fraudulent activity that's been going on for the past couple days with my bank account, and of course that has not been easy. Thought I had it taken care of Thursday, and it happened again Friday, and of course right when you're going into work, right? So the banks close at 5 and I work second shift. So anyway, it's been a stressful week, but then I went to the bank this morning and they could not help me. She said they were very short-staffed and no one was in the offices to come back on Tuesday. So I am trying my best to have a good weekend, y'all. So I am trying to relieve some stress by getting out here and working on my haunted yard. So these columns here, I made out of plywood. I had Home Depot cut a piece of plywood, 1 or 2 pieces, into sections, and then when I got home I just screwed them together and made a box out of them. So that is how I made the columns. And as you can see, through the years, I've had these at my first house, probably 6 or 7 years ago. And if we go back around, you can tell on the front side that the paint's kind of chipping away, and I use some kind of joint compound and something else kind of mixture to put to give this wood some texture, as you can see. But you can see that it's through the years and the weather, it's come off, or starting to come off. I do have two little they're like little planters that hang on there, and as you can see, the top two of my little decorative pieces or accent there, the top ones on both columns have come off. I've got them. I've just been lazy about gluing those back on. And if you couldn't tell, I'll tell you what these are made of. These are made out of cooler lids, from styrofoam cooler lids from the Dollar Tree. So anyway, so there is a little background on my cemetery fence. If we back up a little bit, you can actually see the hearse back there. The hearse, and then I still got to finish my facade. That's what I was going to do today, but yeah, today didn't go as planned. So I apologize for all the background noise. It's been a busy, loud road today. Everybody's out enjoying the holiday weekend, but oh my gosh, it's been loud up here. So my hearse, a friend of mine made this for me, and gosh, this is probably at least 5 years old now, and you can see it's weathered nicely, which is fine with me because that is the look I'm going with. I don't want a shiny, brand new hearse sitting out here in an old abandoned cemetery. So he cut out this circle for me, and this here was a mirror. Yes, a mirror from Hobby Lobby. We just took out the mirror and used this as an accent to outline that little window there. Some of them are perfectly circled, but I kind of like the oval for something different. So this is made to come apart. So we've got a base here that is all one piece, and then I'm not sure what these things are called, I forgot, but these just screw into the underneath of that, and that is what holds up the hearse. But from a distance you can't really see those, and they also hold up these wheels. But anyway, it starts out with this base, and then there's 4 sides. So the front and the back and each side. So he made this, it was a pretty awesome idea, and I like it. He made it to where I can pull each side out for easy storage, because gosh, this would take up half of my garage if I could not take it apart. So that was clever thinking on his part. But anyway, I really like it. It has held up through, of course, every season. It's out for 2 months, and you know what the weather is like. September, and especially October, with all the rain and the wind. But anyway, so like I said, the facade here is going to be an old abandoned church to go along with the cemetery, which kind of makes sense. Going to be making the steeple part tomorrow. I don't know if I'll video that or not. It depends on how hot it is, I guess. My phone is very heat sensitive, but I'll be making the next little part up on this steeple, and then of of course I showed you in the other video what I'm going to use as the pointy part, for lack of a better word. So here's a look at the garden. Looking pretty good. September is always a pretty month in the garden. There's that purple aster there starting to bloom, and this will be filled with purple flowers. Knockout roses are reblooming, but I won't talk too much about the garden because some of you guys may be into the garden videos and some come here for the Halloween content, so I will get back to the Halloween stuff here. So I've got these old pallets that I've had for several years. They've got a nice look to them. They're weathered and they look awesome. So like I did last year, I'm going to make a little witch's hut right here. Again, much like I told you guys how I put these walls up, I just screw them into each other and they hold themselves up, which I don't have to explain that because most haunters already know about that, and I'm sure a lot of you haunters do this a lot. But anyway, right here will be the witch's hut, or witch's shack rather. Let me walk out here without tripping over the stumps. Alright, so it'll kind of be facing this direction. Last year I had it facing head on this way, but I like to mix things up a little bit, and I'm all about some catty corner and some stuff, y'all. So if I can catty corner it, that's what I'm going with. So anyway, there will be the witch's hut that I'm still working on. So, but anyway, guys, that is what I've got done so far. Lots more to do, as you all know, and I've seen from my previous haunt videos. Like I said, once I get all my front yard going, I'll be very deep into getting the garage done. So I'll have a haunted walkthrough in there. And then as you go into the backyard, that's going to be my creepy carnival and all of the other scenes. You'll walk around the entire backyard. We're actually working on a carousel. You know what, guys? Let me take you back there and show you our progress on the carousel, because I'm not sure if I showed you that yet. So I do believe I showed you the ticket booth there. So as you walk through here, we're going to have arcade games, like old school games through here. If we get around to making, sorry, the light's bad right there. If we get around to making the Ferris wheel, it will go right here. And I'm not sure if we're going to do like the freak show here in this area, or a like a boutique thing, like you would see at the beginning of amusement parks. They have the little souvenir shops, but this will be more of a boutique kind of thing. So I've got some picket fence around here somewhere. There's one piece over there. Anyway, I was thinking of putting those right here to make people walk this way and around here. There's my ducks. So they will walk along here and be able to check out the boutique, and then they will come back around this way. There's that noisy road again. So they'll walk through. There'll be like rotten candy and different things like that. Right here will probably be another little shop I'm not quite sure yet, but anyway, this is the update on our carousel. So we were struggling for a while to figure out how we can make this look curved. And it's still got a little bit of tweaking to do, but from a distance, you can see how it looks curved like a carousel would. Not sure what this stuff is called. It's for poultry and stuff like that, but it's very heavy duty and still flexible, but strong and heavy duty. So that is what I attached to the pergola and was able to get that round shape. We got a couple boxes of these round lights at Home. They were on sale for $7.99 a piece. Let me show you the back side of this. So this is how we're doing this, and as you can see, I only got so far because cutting this wire, y'all, it will kill your hands. I recommend using gloves. But I got to get this all finished, and I'm going to do, of course, the top, around the top too. But we got some things last weekend to go across the front of this. We got animal masks that we're going to use, and then we got these round frames that we painted gold that are going to go in between those animal masks to make it look like a carousel looks, if that makes any sense at all to you. So be sure to stay tuned and catch all the updates on our carousel. We've made some of these horses here. I'll just show you these real quick. Out of not sure really what they're supposed to be called, but these are like kids. I don't want to call them rocking horses because I don't think that's what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we took the little stands off of them and painted them. This is PVC pipe here to look like the pole on the carousel horse. And of course I got one more box to put on here on top of this one. Got to paint it gold, and then we are going to put mirrors on this, and we've got some gold. If you guys remember those, those emerald green kind of rhinestones, we're going to put those on there too. So that is our color scheme for this carousel, is gold and green. So anyway, I think it's going to look pretty cool at night, especially. Alright, so this area here looks like a hot mess, but this is going to be our dark ride. If you guys know what a dark ride is, it's an old school ride through kind of fair. A lot of fairs have them, but it's an old school amusement park ride, and I'm just going to make the facade part. I'm going to make that look like a dark ride. So in here, I will like sit one of the little carts, or maybe a couple of the carts that you ride in and go through. But that should be pretty simple over here. And then we are purchasing a big tent. So this tent is 30 foot wide and about 30 foot long and 10 foot wide. So it will take up most of this area through here. And I will put my clowns in here, my fun house, circus, carnival, all that kind of stuff will go in here, depending on how much room I've got to work with. And then after the carnival and all that, the amusement park, back here we'll be walking into Area 51. I'll call it something else, but it's going to be like an alien area, like research lab, that type of thing. And then as you go through here, this will be the swamp. Oh, I haven't updated you guys on this. I got a dumpster this week, and as you can see, it's not completely cleaned out, but majority of it is if you've been following me a while, this was our huge junk pile that we collected of limbs and different things. But I got most of it out of here, believe it or not. So this is swamp area. I'll walk over this bridge. This is going to be a swamp shack right here. I'm just going to use the dog pen to kind of build a facade with that. You'll go through. This is going to be a haunted church. And I'm kind of talking fast because I only have a couple more minutes on my video. But you'll go through this haunted church here. And then this area here is where I'm going to probably start my pumpkins and that sort of thing. And then it will lead into hopefully a pumpkin shack that is kind of in the works. Not sure yet, but this will also lead into Sleepy Hollow. You'll go over another bridge somewhere in there, and then as you pass that bridge, that will lead you out in the front yard, and you'll go through the cemetery, and that will be the end of it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching and following along. Please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate that. That will help my channel grow. And I guess I will talk to you guys tomorrow and give you an update on my yard. Alright, friends, so y'all have a safe holiday. Have fun, take care, and I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye.